See how we burnt a man's eyes.
But he has second sight.
Yeah, but that's not a real eye on his helmet, is it, Steph? His real eyes are the ones inside his face. Those are the ones we burnt.
Right, no, that is bad.
This is Screen Rant with the amazing cast of the franchise. How are you guys?
Good.
Fantastic.
Good.
I am great. I watched all of the franchise last night. Obsessed.
Share it? I don't.
Yeah.
I
we haven't
will
seen.
send you the link right after.
We haven't seen the
this
last 3
interview.
episodes.
Yeah, it was so good. So first, Himesh, we have to talk about you, Daniel.
I have to, if you don't.
We don't. No, we have to. We have to.
Okay.
He's first AD on Tecto Eye of the Storm, but he seems like he'd like to be making a different movie. Maybe. What kind of movie? What is your vision for Tecto? That's not happening on the screen.
I think he wants to be making, maybe a movie that's just an artistic endeavor. I think that's his, because he really cares about these movies. Mm-hmm. He loved the comics when he was younger, and he prides himself on being part of this franchise, and you know, he wears his like merch from the movies he's worked on before. Like, he loves it. He really loves it. But he wants it to be good because he believes in them, and he believes that, as you know, many of us do, as a lot of people here do today, I'm sure that when you make a good comic book movie, there's nothing better.
Yeah.
You know, he really believes that. Yeah. So he wants it to be the best it can be.
Woo.
And that's your job, Eric, Daniel.
Yeah, because he's not a director.
Yes. So Eric probably thinks he's making the best movie that he can. What would you say is holding him back? What's not aligning here?
Well, you know, this man here sitting in front of me doesn't help me in, you know, allowing me to follow my vision and make it the best superhero film
Talking about Pat
in
or
history.
Darren Goldstein.
Talking about Darren / Pat Shannon. No, it's very sad. I feel for Eric deeply because he's an ingenious, visionary, and very humble director who has a great vision. But then when, you know, Mr. Moneyman comes in, the shit hits the fan. Yeah. So maybe you're taking over now.
Yeah.
Maybe you are, Mr. Moneyman.
Do you know what the unlikening is about? Did you ever think about that?
It's about like social media and unliking. I don't know.
Social media?
I sent you a link.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I will do that research.
You will be impressed.
But speaking of the money bags, Darren and Isaac, you are representing Shane, the oft unseen but much heard about.
Yeah.
So why do you guys come to set? And can you guys talk about the discourse that ensues over Tecto?
Well, I guess I come to set because I hear rumblings that things aren't going too well, and because I have to make a big change that is kind of unveiled in episode 1 by the craft service table. I tell him there's going to be a bit of an adjustment for his schedule, and then I need to install a new on-set producer, and I have to make sure that the trains are running smoothly. And the way I do it, questionable antics, but yeah, that's why I'm there.
And Bryson has been deployed by Shane to be his eyes and ears on set. You know, Shane loves his movies and he wants to know that everything is going well. And Bryson also has an encyclopedic knowledge of all things Maximum Studios, the comics and the films and everything. So he sends Bryson to help wherever he can and to report back to him about what's going on set.
And then Aya, we have Anita, producer extraordinaire, very ambitious, maybe also not wishing to be on Tecto necessarily. Can you talk about both your vision for the set and also your history with Daniel?
Let's start with our history, which is deep love. Probably the one that got away for both of them.
A yawn broke you up.
A yawn broke us.
Right?
Well, no, me fucking the actor.
Oh yeah,
me
the Australian
goofing,
guy.
Me
was it because of the yawn?
Me naughty touching an Australian actor. I don't know what we can say on this.
You can say anything you want to say.
Great.
Your heart's desire.
Dicking down by the Australian actor.
The boomty boomty.
The boomty boomty is what broke us up. But I mean, I don't know. I'm an American. I believe in love. love. I think they were meant to be. He has different ideas. Yeah, she would love to be working on a Sofia Coppola movie, but these things pay better. So, and she's got to pay some bills. I don't think my shopping habit's in the show anymore, but I definitely am in some debt. There's a backstory episode, season 2.
Exactly. There we go. First episode of season 2 right now. Lolly, it's your first day. It's Stag's first day on set. What was she expecting? What was most surprising to her when she got there?
I think she was expecting less chaos. I think she was probably expecting an easy ride for the first day, kind of a slow burn, and she's completely thrown it at the deep end. And I think she was expecting some more professionalism, maybe less kind of nervous breakdowns happening around her, less personal lives getting in the way. But she just takes it in her stride, and yeah, she goes with it.
Yeah, and we love that for her. Last but not least, Billy, we have Adam. You have Tecto himself.
Yeah.
Now, Adam, he's very insecure. He needs a lot of positive feedback and reassurance.
Just like me.
As I was gonna say, as a fellow actor, what advice would you give him, both in terms of working with his cast and crew, and in terms of letting go of the haters and losers?
What advice I would give?
Yeah.
Laugh at yourself. It's okay. It's okay to laugh at yourself. And
Everyone else is.
Yeah, I think that's important. I think this, like...
Laughing at you.
Yeah, personally, yeah.
Not at yourself.
No, I think...
She cut you dead.
I know. Just kick me in the balls, okay? Jesus.
That was for Adam. That was not for Billy. That was for Adam.
No, it's. I think it's important that, like, no matter what circumstance you're in, is that you can laugh at yourself and, like, enjoy that. That's enough. You don't have to be so serious. I think this industry has become too serious a little bit. We can make fun of ourselves.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Good.
On that beautiful and positive note, I would love to know if you guys have any stories about crew members, other below the line, creatives in your industry that really turn things around for you in a positive way.
I think it's. These are the people that show up before the quote unquote stars. I mean, we're getting interviewed, but the team that's here, even just doing this, they're the people that run the show, and we never celebrate that. And
turn
to be
the camera,
turn the camera. Yeah, but that's so true. It's why do we get the credit when it's nice to just see a workplace comedy about the people that actually make the whole world operate. It's fun, and a lot of our crew members were in shots of the show, which was really exciting to have them a part of it as well.
So when I first started watching the show, I was like, my God, this is like Veep, but on a movie set. And then I realized that Veep was tangentially involved. But just like that show helped us realize, what really goes on behind the scenes of politics in Washington, D.C. What would you guys say are some of the biggest misconceptions of what goes on behind the scenes in the movie industry?
I don't know. It's hard for me to answer that because I've kind of spent half my life now on TV and film sets. So that's kind of, I've always had a perception of the truth of it, which is that everyone is very hardworking and very good at what they do, but there is always an element of chaos to anything because there's so much going on anything you make. There's various departments all trying to aim for the same thing on any given day. But it's about lines of communication, and they can often get blurred because there's just so much going on, and everyone's got different priorities, even though they're all aiming for the same thing.
And what's an amazing thing is that everyone at the beginning of every project goes into it thinking, this could be special. And everyone, even when you watch a movie and you'll say, oh my gosh, that was terrible. I assure you, 2 years before, when they were punching out the script and someone said, yes, we want to make this movie, they thought that there was something that made it really special. And there is something incredibly tragic that happens because most are, mediocre. And that journey from such promise to kind of heartbreak is something that everyone out there should know happens on a daily basis. Yeah.
There's a great quote that it takes just as much work to make something bad as it does to make something good, and that is the truth.
That is too true. The franchise, however, is not bad or mediocre. It is excellent. So I cannot wait for season 2 when we're on the set of Tecto 2 Electric Boogaloo. Thank you. Thank you all, and have a wonderful Comic-Con.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Swaggering, but anxious. Okay. Like a panther
Oh,
on his way to a job interview.
what?